All right, today we're going to unbox the Fujifilm X-T3, brand new out of the box. I actually purchased this in July of 2021 for about $1,100 for the body only. I believe now it's went up a little bit a year later, but at the time I purchased it, it was about $1,100 again for the body only. My interest in the X-T3 was based on the solid build and the film camera characteristic that Fuji really went out of its way to implement in this series of cameras. The ISO, shutter dial, and exposure compensation dials are all on the top of the camera, which gives it kind of a film camera feel, and a lot of photographers like this as opposed to everything being internal in the camera like a Canon. Now, the one main reason that I'm bringing this video out is not for the dazzling unboxing. It's to give you a very, very important warning here. The internal battery needs charged before the settings will save. What does that mean? Well, you have a battery that you can charge and insert into your camera like you would any camera. But that battery is for the functions of the camera, not the internal settings and electronics itself. That's a separate internal battery that needs to be charged up when you buy the camera. How do you charge it up? You have to charge the external battery first, put that in the camera, let it sit for a while, at least an hour or more. It took me a while to figure this out. I had to go to YouTube and do some searching and was really getting irritated until I figured out the issue, which should be explained right out of the box. I know it's in the manual. I'm sure it's in the manual. But who's reading the manual right out of the box when you get the camera? Everybody's excited. You want to get it out and start playing with it. So what I did, I pulled the camera out. I started playing with it. The first thing I did, of course, was set the date and a few of the minor functions that I knew I would want with the camera. Then when I turned the camera off and did some other things, turned it back on, all of the settings were back to factory settings, and I could not figure out. I went through this 2 or 3 times. Finally searched YouTube and found out that you have to charge the external battery first, insert that charged battery, then leave it in the camera, as I said, for about an hour so that the memory settings will finally hold, because that enables your internal battery to be charged with that external battery. So you really need to make sure you charge the battery, put it in the camera, let it sit for an hour, then start saving your custom settings. And while I understand that this is a necessity, it seems a little strange because no other camera I've ever purchased in my lifetime have I had to go through that. Normally you pop the battery in, the external battery that comes with it. You may have to charge that battery. Mine came, I believe, about 3/4 full. But you pop that battery in, you turn it on, you adjust your settings, you save them, and you're good to go. Not with the Fuji X-T3. So make sure you remember that when you get it and get all excited, pull it out of the box, change those settings, turn it off, turn it back on, everything's back to factory. That's annoying. All right, guys, that's going to do it for my initial introduction to the Fuji X-T3. You can find some other videos I have comparing it to the X-T1, and there will be more videos coming out with photo examples, things like that, for the X-T3. Until then, take care, guys. Thank you so much for viewing. Please like, please subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video in the comments below. And we will have more coming out. All right, guys, until next time, so long, everybody.